Hello, you are welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, what's good? If you are new, hey boo, I am back with another video. And so it is so good to see y'all again. Hopefully y'all have been having a lovely, prosperous week so far. It is good old Friday. I wanted to bring y'all on a walk with me today, and I am feeling this nature. Okay, y'all see what's going on, y'all see what's happening. Y'all see what's happening, okay? We got some people out here walking too, so if I'm just stopping and pausing, just ignore that, okay? But I wanted to take y'all to that little special place I told y'all last time. I was gonna take y'all the other way. I'm gonna be walking for a nice little minute, but I have had a topic in my mind for the past few days that I wanted to come discuss with y'all, and that is the title of this video, okay? Discipline is a requirement on this walk, okay? That just fits perfectly because we literally taking a walk, and I'm talking about being on your walk with Christ. And so really, I made this video because I hope y'all got y'all walking shoes ready. This topic, I feel like it's important. Let me put it on nature for a little bit while we walking. Okay, I want y'all to see that lake, that water. I'm gonna put it back on me for a minute, but let's get a good view of this nature. Okay, we got some bikers out here. I low-key want to buy me a bike so bad, y'all. Like, I really do. But look at this. I want y'all to kind of see this bike path. But yeah, discipline is a requirement on this walk, okay? And the reason I say that is this is gonna be basically about your emotional control when it comes to being on this walk with Christ. And this ain't gonna be no easy path because you got some people out here that really don't know how to control their emotions, and you don't want your emotions to get the best of you being on this walk with Christ, because the whole purpose of being closer in one with the Lord is that you operate and you move in the spirit majority of the time. You are at ease, you are at peace, you are not thinking too much of things, you in a relaxed state of mind. But really what I wanted to talk about was specifically discipline when it comes to your emotions. Is, if you have not noticed already, you probably have came upon a situation to where you're constantly being tested, okay? Please be prepared for the test on this walk, because they're gonna come if you are not experiencing this already. And when I say a test, I mean your emotional restraint. Things that probably might have gotten a reaction out of you before you started walking with Christ, you will come to find that you are going to feel as though you need to respond to situations differently. You don't need to be coming up out of your neck with sideways with certain people, because the one thing you will notice is you will be constantly being tested and tried emotionally, because we may have some people out here that really do not like the fact that you are on this walk with the Lord, and they're going to be coming at you left and right, okay? And depending on how you respond to the situation, it's going to be your discipline, okay? Discipline is a requirement, and you want to make sure that you are doing the best that you can. We ain't all perfect, you know what I'm saying? We still got a lot of work to do, but when it comes to your emotional restraint with certain things, I do feel like things should be different. The one thing you might have noticed about being on this walk is, what is that? Oh, it's a dog over there. I was looking because, yeah, remember I'm by a dog park, and so I see some fall in the water. I didn't know if it was a dog or not, but it's a dog over there in the bushes. When you become closer with Christ, the goal really is for you to have more emotional control. You shouldn't be the same person that the one thing you probably have noticed, and the one thing you probably want to be working towards, is you shouldn't be responding the same way you did years ago, or however long you have been on this walk. you are going to feel as though it's something that the Lord is requiring of you on this walk. When it comes to coming across certain situations, depending on how you respond to it, that is going to let you know how far you are. A lot of y'all have overcame certain obstacles on this walk. One of them might be the spirit of anger, wrath. You know, wrath is a sin, and you probably have noticed that you're not really responding the way you used to years ago. I'm gonna put it back on nature, y'all. I see these look pretty flowers. I want y'all to kind of see this. Look at this, y'all. Y'all know how much I love my flowers. That is so pretty. It's giving very much summer, okay? It's giving very much a vibe. Enjoy this beautiful summer. But yeah, the one thing I could say I have noticed about discipline is that it really does take a lot of inner work from you, because you are just gonna have some people that they're gonna be trying you, okay? Even people that are proclaiming to be on the walk with Christ too. And the reason why I went to do this video is because I witnessed something earlier last week. I think it was last week or earlier this week with a particular person. I was watching some men on a podcast, and the one thing I can say I have noticed about, oh wow, these are so pretty. These look pinker than the last ones, y'all. That is so pretty. Oh wow, y'all. I'm telling y'all, get out in nature. You are missing out. If you don't take the nature walk, I'm telling you, you are missing out. You want to get a full up close and personal experience with nature. But yeah, anyways, I keep letting this nature throw me off track, y'all. But yeah, I seen the podcast earlier this week. Oh, somebody kayaking, y'all. Somebody kayaking. They may not want to be recorded. That was so fun, y'all. I hope they don't got no problems with me recording. That is so nice. I want to find somewhere to sit. But yeah, y'all see that little rabbit right there? He got out the way. He got way out the way. Like, I don't want to be recorded today. I just want to have my privacy. But I ain't never took this little route before. But yeah, we just gonna let the Lord lead the way. You can't be responding the same way you used to. See, I removed the sunglasses, y'all, because the sun done went down, okay? If it seemed like I done paused in this video, I just wanted to take a little moment to appreciate the nature without recording, okay? But yeah, when it comes to emotional restraint on this walk, even before you became close with Christ, you noticed that you had a certain kind of maturity that you may have noticed that came along with your emotional restraint. And that's why it feels as though you are far off on your walk. You are closer to the Lord than you may think you are. You know what I'm saying? Because certain obstacles you go up against in life, it's all designed to test your restraint, to test how close really are you with the Lord when you can have emotional control over certain situations and you are not letting it get the best of you. You are not letting it overpower you. And a lot of people may have a problem with that, but it's something to appreciate too, because it's just almost as if you have conquered something. When you start to learn how to control your emotions better, even before you got closer with Christ, you started to notice that anytime somebody ever came at you sad ways or did you kind of fail, you always seem to bounce back from that situation. Like, anybody else would have probably responded differently, but you probably are taking the time now to see, like, I didn't really clap back at that person. I controlled the situation, really. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that you should be grateful and thankful for. A lot of times the Lord is working and moving through your life even when you don't realize it. Before you decided to become close with Christ, you may have noticed that he has gave you a certain level of resilience before you became all the way locked in with him, if y'all catch my drift. And you have always been the type of person that's had control over the situation because of how you react to certain things. A lot of people, they really can't get up under your skin like that. And that's why you may have noticed where you were always faced up against a situation to where you were expected to react a certain way different from how you responded. Okay, a lot of people don't like how you respond to negativity too, and that's another thing that you might have noticed being on this walk, and why I'm saying the importance of discipline. Discipline is a requirement on this walk, because the dog jumped in the water, y'all. It's definitely a requirement on this walk, and I'm already saying it's not going to be easy, because you're just going to have those people that are going to betray you, okay, through your personal life, whatever platform you may be on, and things along that nature. And that's another thing when it comes to having true discipline. You know what I'm saying? When it all comes down to it, it's all about action. Okay, are you really in control of your emotions? Are you really that type of person that know how to walk away from a situation without reacting? Because the one thing you will notice is, and I understand, for some people it may be hard to control your emotions because of what is probably being thrown up against you, but if you respond that going off on this person, if you respond negatively, that is what the person wanted. You have basically relinquished all your power over to them when you respond in the way that they want you to. Basically, you cannot give certain people a reaction when it comes to being on this walk with Christ. You have to learn discipline and emotional control. You are going to be constantly being tested, especially when you are on this walk with the Lord. It's completely different. People are going to want you to come up out of character for them, because they want you to lose your mojo, in a sense. It's kind of like when you respond in a certain way to people, it's just basically like you lose your power, in a sense. You know how in the cartoon movies where they lose their power because they said something or they did something and they lost all that's how it is when you respond to a certain situation negatively. Okay, you're supposed to be having restraint over your emotions. You're supposed to be able to look past certain things that people say and do to you, especially when you know the intent behind certain things. When you really are a spiritually intuitive person, you are gonna 9 times out of 10 know the intention behind why people do certain things. I'm gonna put it on back on the next year. You are gonna know the intention behind why people say and do certain things, and you are not gonna be easily baited into confrontation, into negativity. When you have discipline, you know, discipline is a requirement. I'm gonna keep reiterating that throughout this video. Discipline is a requirement, and that's something that you will notice in your walk with Christ. Have you ever had somebody come at you sideways and you gave them a piece of your man, baby, okay? And you felt really bad afterwards. You was so angry, not even really at the person, but at yourself with how you responded, because you might have sat back and said, man, I should have never responded to this person. Like, they got what they wanted up out of me. A lot of people are coming to deplete your energy with their negativity, okay? And so the one thing you probably have noticed with being on this walk with Christ is that people are testing your restraint, because they know who you follow, who you belong to, okay? The Lord is almighty, okay? He is powerful over all things, okay? He is powerful spiritually. And so when you are walking with him, people are going to be testing you to see if you really walking it like you talking, you know? You talking about you got all this control. You talking about the Lord is a big part of your life, and nothing can really get to you. Let me see how true that is, okay? Let me say this. Let me do this. Let me come at you sideways. Let me pick and point out certain things about you. Let me try to pick certain things out of your personal life that I feel like, because you might have been the type of person that might have shared something personal with this person or people, and you notice that they bringing it up in a confrontation, okay? A one-sided confrontation, because when you have discipline over your emotions, you want to get yourself to a certain point to where confrontations are one-sided, okay? You don't argue with a fool, okay? That's one thing you will notice being on this walk when it comes to disciplining your emotions. You let this person argue with themselves, okay? You don't get in the ring with this person, because when you become more disciplined in your emotions, to the outside world and to other people that are not spiritually mature, they are not spiritually strong, it's gonna look like you are the weak one, okay? You are gonna look like a coward. But the person that is walking away from confrontation is the powerful one, okay? And that's one thing you will come to realize. When you first started out, not even on your walk, but just anything that you may be going through in your life, you may have noticed that you had power over the situation. You had control because you didn't respond, you know? And so that's all a blessing in itself. And you give glory and thanks to the Lord for always giving you more power. The more you grow with Christ, the more power you are going to obtain. You are going to feel yourself being strengthened emotionally and spiritually when you have more discipline over your emotions. And it don't necessarily have to be with anger either. When you have more emotional control, you will start to notice that you have discipline over other things in your life. It's going to feel as though things are kind of transforming a little bit. Okay, you will start to notice that your life is taking a shift and a transformation, and it's a slow process. And that's the beauty in it all, is that you are growing, and your emotions, our emotions are beautiful, and you want to make sure that you are operating in the spirit fully, okay, with the Lord. You want light to be illuminating up off of you whenever you, even when it come across certain situations to where you are being challenged. You want to constantly be illuminating light. Remember, we are not perfect, and sometimes we may not respond in the way the Lord may want us to, but you are trying, okay? And so basically, is this somewhere to sit? I'm gonna walk over here. I think it's a place to sit over here, yeah. But yeah, I know y'all like, she went all the way far out. Yeah, like, I really love walking. This is something that me and my mother used to do a lot together, and this is another reason why I like taking walks too as well, because whenever I'm thinking about her, I like to reminisce good feelings when it comes to my mother. And this is the way that me and her will bond a lot, is taking nature walks. And so I basically, in a sense, want to give y'all a feel of, you know, if you are the type of person, you might have lost a parent, a mother, a father, and you want to know how to cope with that. Do things that's gonna help you reminisce them in the right way. We all go through a grieving process when it comes to death. So you want to grieve in the right way. You want to get to a place where you are at peace with a lot of things, and everything is gonna be okay. That's just something that I wanted to let the ones know that are going through a situation. You might have just lost a parent, or it might have been a while since your parents has passed. Get out and do the things that your parents loved, and you're gonna find that you have more peace. And also, your relationship with the Lord is built, okay? And so that's the main goal with grieving the right way, and not getting into any drugs or alcohol, because a lot of people get into drugs and alcohol when they experience death of a loved one. That is not the route you want to take, okay? And so y'all see, they got a tennis court over here, y'all. But we are gonna sit right here, and I'm gonna finish the rest of the video and talk to y'all. But is that, I guess I should have brought my tennis balls. Yeah. See, when you get out in nature and appreciate nature, you will come across certain things that you didn't even know that was there. You know, if I had been in my car, I probably would have never known that this was here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, get out and appreciate nature. Get out to see all that your city has to offer. And it's good exercise. Y'all know I'm not really a gym babe. I'm not a gym girl. I be having people all the time ask me what my gym routine is. I don't have one. I'm sorry, I don't. I like to stay fit in other ways. And so yeah, enough of that. We done found us a nice little place to sit. Is that a butterfly? I thought that was a butterfly, but yeah. Hopefully we are not walking into a web. Hopefully we don't have no bugs bothering us, but yeah. Emotional discipline is a requirement on this walk, okay? And so you're gonna be so proud of yourself when you start to notice that you are being built, you know, internally. When it comes to emotional discipline, it's an internal work that is taking place, okay? And when you experience it, it's gonna feel really good, you know? And so yeah, you want to transmute that negative energy in a positive way. And that's another thing too that I wanted to kind of talk about when it comes to discipline of your emotions. Transmuting negative energy in a positive way. It's gonna feel like you have conquered something. It's something about a negative situation being turned into a positive that just makes life better, okay? It's just almost as if can't nobody really come up against you, okay? When you got the Lord and the strength and the armor of Jesus on your side, nobody and nothing can really come up against you, okay? There's nothing that you need to fear, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to, I'm just going to kind of revert back to what I said about when you react differently to certain situations, people probably going to be looking at you crazy like, girl, it couldn't be me. It most definitely couldn't be me. You probably should have checked that person. You need to do this. You need to do that. You're going to have people, if you have noticed this before, you're going to have certain people that they gonna act like they upset with you because of how you responded to the situation. Some people don't like to see positive reactions to negative situations because a lot of times these people may like drama. They may want to see you come out of character. You know, this is not really of you. Another thing too I wanted to add was the reason why people don't like the way you respond to certain things, because they may envy a certain kind of restraint and emotional resilience you may have to certain situations. And so that's why you see certain people, when you don't respond a certain way, they getting worked up, they getting angry. It's a lot to do with them. It really a lot of times don't have nothing to do with you. This is not your character to be cursing people out, getting all up in their face, trying to throw hands. That's not your character. And so when you get into certain situations, you probably have noticed where people was like, oh girl, that couldn't be me. That most definitely couldn't be me. And it seems as though they are upset because they wanted you to get into a fight with this person. Like I said, some people love drama. They don't like the fact that you respond to negativity with positivity. Okay, you have probably came across certain situations to where you have noticed that every time I'm around this person or people, and this is another thing you are going to notice when it comes to having discipline of your emotions, it comes to the people that you surround yourself with too. Don't surround yourself with a whole bunch of hotheads, okay? When you gain better control over your emotions, you are going to start to notice that you are distancing yourself from certain people, because anytime you get around it's some sort of negativity going on with them, or you start to notice that they are starting confrontations with other people. They just picking. Be very leery of a person that always seems to be picking for arguments with people. Those are not the type of people you want to surround yourself with, especially when you call yourself being on this walk with Christ and you want to have real, true discipline of your emotions. You don't want to surround yourself with people like that, okay? They're going to always be trying to bring you up out of character in some sort of way. If they ain't creating the drama, they bringing it to you. Okay, they either bringing the drama to you because they want to see you come up out of character, or they're just doing something that is going to cause you to be upset with yourself in a way. Because like I said, when you respond to situations a certain way, you get upset with yourself because it's like, okay, I could have definitely responded differently. This is not me. You ever got so angry with somebody and you went off? When I say went off, something takes over you. When you don't have control over your emotions, when anger get the best of you and you go off, you get to a point where you may have cried before because of how you handled that situation. Like, why did I let this spirit of wrath get the best of me? Because we're talking about anger, we're talking about emotions, we're talking about discipline. Why did I let this person or this situation get the best of me? Why did I respond like this? I have seen people get emotional, and I myself before has gotten emotional with have responded to certain situations and certain people. And I'm like, I'm just sitting back having self-talk, and you know, a lot of times you will have the Lord speak to you too and say, now you know better. You know better. Why would you respond to that? And a lot of us know the intentions behind why people say and do certain things, and the Lord probably gonna be looking at you like, come on now, really? How far I have brought you, every spiritual lesson that I've ever gave you throughout your life, this is how you have responded. It's why you see people get upset, they get emotional, because you just have certain people that when you have a pure spirit, people are going to notice that. If you find yourself being around people that are the total opposite of who you are, you're probably going to be coming upon situations to where you are, I'm looking at this bee up here, y'all. I don't want this bee to come over here bothering me. Maybe it's time for me to finish my little walk back. Because I ain't doing it today, man. Let me walk back this way because I ain't that in tune with no nature now while I'm trying to get stung by no walls now. But yeah, anyways, the devil thought it had me. But no, y'all, anyway, back to it. If you ever find yourself in a room full of people that are just the total opposite of you, and I'm talking about spiritual acts, okay? You need to find more like-minded people. And that's another thing that you will notice being on your walk with Christ when it comes to discipline. You're going to start to notice that certain people are going to be fading up out of your life, and you may find some like-minded people. They may be connected to you. Okay, like say for instance, you go out to certain places, you just see people that are constantly drawn to you because you are bringing this positive energy. And these people may want to exchange numbers with you. They may want to join in on the festivities that you may be partaking in. And like-minded people are attracted to each other. And so you want to be constantly being in a state of mind where you are attracting your tribe wherever you go. It don't even have to be on a social media platform, because I want to, I'm speaking to the ones on my channel that don't have a platform. I don't want you to come on my channel and feel like my videos are for a specific person. It's not. If you don't have a channel, you are the type of person to go out and you radiate positive energy, this video is for you too, okay? But yeah, that's one thing about social media these days. People get so caught up with the superficial popularity side of everything to where they just can't out of touch with reality and real people. Like, everybody does not have a social media platform. And when you are called to reach certain people, it's certain things that people are not going to be relatable to. You got to be able to relate to people. But yeah, when it comes to being grounded, okay, having emotional control, you are going to start to notice that you are attracting your tribe. And it's always beautiful. I always take the opportunity to connect with people, build connections. That's all this life is about. It's connections. It's about building. It's about learning. And so you want to be getting the benefits up out of this life that we have, you know. You don't want to get to a certain point to where you respond every time somebody say something negative to you. You ever seen that person that they always popping off on people, always getting into it with people, and you just be looking like, why would you respond to that? You know what I'm saying? That person trying to get a rise out of you, you gave them exactly what they wanted. Like I said, discipline over emotions, a lot of people do not have that. Even the people that come and proclaim that they are. Sometimes, you know, you don't have control over your emotions when you are responding in certain ways, especially when you call to do any sort of leadership. This is another important thing that I wanted to bring in this video. Are you doing any sort of leadership? You have to learn how to control your emotions. Like, I think of being on this platform as if being at work. You're not going to come to work and act a fool. You know what I'm saying? So the one thing I have noticed about being on social media too is that some people get on there and they get a little bit too comfortable. Like, you really don't know who is watching you. You don't know who is watching you. This certain videos, certain things that you are putting out, this can really hurt your reality behind the cameras. It can hurt your future opportunities of getting certain things handed to you in life because of what you are putting out online. I'm always being mindful of everything. I'm not, this ain't what y'all see. This is part of my life. But when I turn this camera off, like I said, what you see is what you get. I'm still the same person when I turn this camera off. But yeah, some people, you're gonna notice that they don't have discipline over their emotions. And then one thing you will notice is, because if you're the type of person that have discipline over your emotions, you're not really that person that get angry a lot. It takes a lot to make you angry. You are the type of person that resilient to your emotions. And so you might have gotten to certain instances where people, they don't really try you because they know they're not going to really get much from you. You know what I'm saying? But with the people that always seem to be getting worked up about everything, or they respond, you ever see that person? They got a whole crowd of people around them. They always going off on people. They always trying to fight people. People that don't have discipline of their emotions, they're always going to have some sort of audience. Like I said, a lot of people love drama. They going off and they have people around them laughing at them. It's because they get entertainment. When you don't have control over your emotions and you are easily upset, every little single thing seems to get to you or make you angry. That's not discipline. That's not emotional control. See, this is why I want to bring y'all this way. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty, y'all. Oh my God, look. This is so beautiful, y'all. I'm so glad I brought y'all this way. So pretty. But yeah, y'all know I always gotta give y'all a piece of this nature. But yeah, you're constantly gonna be upset You are constantly going to be hurt. You know how you just come across certain people, they just take everything personal. Like, any little thing that you say, they are responding. It's just like, you ain't got no type of control over your feelings. People like that, you got to be leery with people like that, because you never know what you may get out of certain people like that. And it seems as though people's emotions is all over the place. They don't know how to respond to situations in a mature way. That person can be unleashed, unhinged a lot of times. And not the type of person you want to accompany yourself with. Okay, this is the type of person that somebody looked at them, they going off on them. Y'all can't even go out nowhere together. The girl looking down at the ground frowning, and she think this girl looking at her. She's talking about who this looking at? Who she looking at? This girl ain't even thinking about her. This girl probably looking on the ground because it was a bug on her shirt, and she trying to flick the bug off. This person that you with, this emotionally unhinged person, is going off because she think this girl looking at her sideways. Oh, who this hater thinks she looking at? Who she looking at? Is she being all loud so the other girl can't hear her to get something jumped off? You don't want to be around people like that who do not have control of their emotions. They are always going to be looking for problems with people. These be the type of people that be picking for things that are not even there, making up situations that are not even there. Like, why are you trying to pick for fights with people? That's what a person that lacks emotional discipline, that's what they do. You know, they don't have no type of restraint over their feelings and their emotions. Okay, like I said, these unhinged people, they be on the internet arguing with people. You know how you ever got on somebody's post before and they always going off on people in the comment section? Why are you getting in debates and in your feelings with people on the internet? Like, these are strangers. You don't know these people. So why are you letting them get the best of you? Discipline is a requirement on this walk, okay? We coming up on the end of this video. Discipline is a requirement, okay? When you learn how to control your emotions and you are not responding to everything, you have the control. You have power, okay? Let this person go out, let this person say and do whatever it is that they're gonna do. You walk away with your good energy, your positivity intact. Okay, this person gonna be feeling like a fool when they couldn't get the certain reaction at you that they were fishing for. Okay, people that has lack of discipline of their emotions, they are always going to be fishing for a negative response to you. So don't give them anything. Never give a person that is unhinged emotionally a response. Okay, do not give them anything to work with. Negative people need something to work with, and that is your energy. So you don't want to give it to them. Okay, do not let these people get any sort of response from you. Okay, you keep the control every single time. Be the type of person that is willing to walk away from negativity. You don't have to always respond every time somebody say something to you. You don't have to do it. This person going to be sitting back happy and laughing because you gave them your energy. Okay, you have no discipline. You need discipline. Okay, when you walk with Christ, He's going to give you that. All you have to do is ask for what you want. The one thing I have noticed about being on this walk with Christ is sometimes we may get too comfortable and feel like we got it all figured out. You still have to ask for what you want. It doesn't matter how long you have been on the walk. You still have to ask for what it is that you want. And if the Lord has given you what you want Him to keep constantly giving it to you. You want Him to strengthen whatever it is that He has gave you. Okay? So you want Him to keep constantly strengthening your discipline when it comes to your emotions. Okay? With anything in your life. And you're going to be the powerful one out of the situation. And it's going to work in your favor. Okay? So yeah. Discipline is a requirement on this walk. And you want to walk it the right way. Okay? And so yeah, hopefully I got something from this video. Hopefully it helped you in some way. Continue to protect your soul and spirit. Get out in nature. Enjoy the summer. Okay? And I will talk to y'all in the next video.